Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. Updates for the end of April. We're having a quick look at blooms in here because I'm in the middle of rearranging, as you can see. We have a whole corner of space, not because there's room, but because I'm putting a different system in here. There's an automatic system, ebb and flood system going in for the Phragmipediums, which is going in along this bench here. All of that's going to move, all the Dendrobiums are going to move, but more of that later. Let's get on with the blooms. Now, here it is in bloom. Looking at it in full sun, it's a bit crazy. Let me just turn that fan on. Oh, tell you what, let's kill that snail as well, making itself at home. Oh, peace and quiet. Oh, peace and quiet. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Dendrobium chrysotoxum, I would say in full bloom, but it's not, because one flower spike back there is still to open. One little flower spike here. A very kind slug chewed where my finger is. You can see where it's been chewed through. But still, two of the flowers on it have come out. So this is the one that came back from Roger, that he bought off of me two or 2 years ago now. Might be 3 years this year. And last year it came back to live here. It's taking up too much room. Taking up too much room here, as you can see. Even stood right back from it, it spreads out quite a way. But it's going to move, because along that bench is where the tray's going for the ebb and flood system. So Dendrobiums are moving all along the back here. And where all the Phrags and Paphs are currently is where the Dendrobiums are going to be. So it's going to come out a bit more into the open, but he has got all of, bar one of his flower spikes open, and one didn't open. So we had, in the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flower spikes. So considering it again moved home into a different place, I didn't expect it to do that. I expected less flower spikes than that. But I love this. It does take out, it gets far too big though. It really does get far too big. But the flowers are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think while we're over here, we've got Mr. Eximium, Dendrobium eximium, still in flower. The other flower spike is over there, and that flower's failed to open for some obscure reason. We have still in bloom over there Calanthe. Is it Vestita or Delval? Vestita and not Delval. One of these flowers has gone over, but that's all. You have seen this little beauty this week. Oops, not that little beauty. That little beauty this week. All of his spikes are now open. Flowers are now open. What we've got here is some more clusters open on Goldschmidtianum. That is a truly, truly gorgeous gorgeous colour in this light. And I'm going to, as you can see, he's getting a bit everywhere, and I'm going to have to move him because the dendrobiums will go over here. What I'm going to do is take him down and repot him and have him standing on a bench and train his, as they're still growing pretty straight, I'm going to grow them up, stake them and grow them upright, which will take up less room. But that, I just adore it. And here we have 2 flowers open on Phragmipedium. I think that's Sedenii. I just don't know which one. And I can't see the label currently. I'm pretty sure it's Sedenii. So he's got two flowers open. That bit's still stuck together by the look of it. And round here, we are going to look at, starting down there, move you out the way, and then we go up. Dendrobium, Gao and Tangelo. So many flower spikes on it, so many clusters. And there's still quite a few that aren't even open. That one's not open properly. Up there's still to open, that's still to open. I think those are all, no, there's still a bit on there to open, there's still a bit on there to open. So it's still not at its best. There's still clusters everywhere. And I think this one is Mohillianum. Yeah, Mohillianum crossed with, God, I can't see, Melinanthum. I adore this cross, and this is the most it's ever had. So chuffed with these. I mean, they are gorgeous. Let's get a close up. Where can we get a close up of a cluster that's facing the right way? There. Get a cluster of that. You look at that. How beautiful. Let's go back here. Come on, focus. Focus, you little beauty. And that one over there, he's fully open. These aren't fully open. Those ones are fully open over there. But he's got loads to go, and it'll be quite a while with him still in flower. And over here we have Mr. Unicum opening with 3 flowers open so far. They started to open yesterday, so we'll have all of them open within a week. And there's a solitary flower on that cane there. And up here, which is the one I've had the longest, is the one that came to me, sold to me as Dickersonii, but it is Unicum. And as you can see, his flower spikes are just forming there. Whether there'll be any more up that one, I don't know. But this one, he is flowering on a live cane. So this is the one I've had the longest, but it was sold to me as Dickersonii. So I then bought this one after. Dickersonii, wherever you are you there? Is that you? You were another one that was Dickersonii, and you're turning out to be Unicum. There is a Dickersonii somewhere. Oh, and here, blink if you miss it. Let me have a look because I can never remember the name on this one. Microterangus hildebrantii. And sadly and disappointed in those miniature flowers. I thought they'd be much more colourful than they are. But wow, this soon picks it up. They are tiny, tiny, tiny. Those flowers are so tiny. Because if we go back here, you won't even be able to see them. And he has got 1, 2, 3, 4 flower spikes open. But yeah, I was very disappointed. I thought they'd be slightly bigger. There's miniature flowers and there's miniature flowers and ones you can't see, and I can't see those. And Mr. Lepanthes Telepogon Flora. God. Telepogoniflora, that says. So he's had 2 come off, and there's another one down there to open. That one's finished and one's just fallen off. So he is flowering again. I don't think there's anything else here. We saw the Sedera the other day. Oh yes. Ah yes. Dendrobium violaceum. Still firmly in flower. All 3 of the flowers are open on that. And if I turn around behind me, oops, there is a Dendrobium. If I move over this way, Violaceum. It's supposed to be Violaceum blue. Come off of there. They're not properly open yet. But they're more pink than blue. So disappointed is what I'll be with those if they're not blue. But they look very pink to me. Not that I can do anything about it. We need to... Oh, and we have... Excuse me, can you let me go? I thought this was dead. A goner. And I tried saving it and putting it in moss. And it's Dendrobium rhodostictum. And it's not a goner. First time flowering. I have 3 flowers and another new growth over there that's full size, just waiting for it to put up a new growth for this year, which it should do. And once those flowers are gone, I will repot it because it will be going in the proper media. And there, where are you? There we are. Let totes bicolour. 1 single solitary flower spike over there, and up there there's another one. That one's got 3. He's got 1. Oh, you can see the one over the back. It's up there. He's got 3 flower spikes on. So getting better. Getting better, that one. But not doing bad at all. I don't think there's anything else I've missed here. Mr. Mohillianum, just in case you think you're seeing double. As you can see, Gowan's Tangelo takes after. The Mohillianum part more. And this is the best flowering this has had. It was only a baby when I got it. and he's got quite a few. Let's come out a bit. Look at they're everywhere now. Quite a few come up. So there's more to come as well, which is good. And here we have this lovely hybrid that I like. It's just going to open, which is Victoria Regina crossed with Myakii. And Myakii is the Goldschmidtianum back there. So you know what Victoria Regina is like. And the shape of the flowers is Victoria Regina but smaller. But to me it has none of the colour of the Myakii. You compare the two between this. Myakii is Goldschmidtianum. So, but he's got 3 more to open, 4 more. There's another little one coming. 2 there. There's more coming. So he's coming. Well, oh, what else has woken up this week? Dendrobium cerula, putting up his flower spikes. He's such a reliable flower, this one. And the length of time the flowers last. Look at this tiny thing. The length of time it lasts. No, hang on a minute. This is Stricklandianum. Go away. You're confusing the issue. This one is Stricklandianum. This is the green one. You focused on it just now. Behave yourself. Come on. Come on. There you go. Stricklandianum has just started putting up its spikes. They're beginning to show. Not much happening yet. When I bought this 2 years ago in the May auction, it was in flower, so it'll be in flower again same time by the end of May. This one is the one next to it, which is Dendrobium cerula. He is also, where are you? There. He is also putting up his flower buds, so he will flower, but he will last a lot longer than Stricklandianum because that's what he does. And over there, still, Dendrobium hibiki, not showing any signs of, that's had flowers on since last September. Absolutely amazing. And there is the last lot of flowers that opened on my maniliform. All these are finished down here on these spikes, but the top spikes decided then to open theirs. And you can see behind it, can you see that flower spike? That's another Talumnia flower spike. So he's doing okay. We've seen the other 2 Talumnias that are over there, and that one there. They're nearly all open now. All of these are still in flower. I don't think they'll ever stop. All of this has stopped. The Sarcochyllus are done. And here is my baby Jenkinsii with 3 flowers. It has produced for me. And here Kuniko, tiny piece Roger gave me. This cane here, it had this cane and this cane when Roger broke it off of the end of the other one, and it had this growth. So that growth was about 1 inch long when Roger gave it to me last year, and I didn't expect it to flower, but it has on that one cane, and it's quite happy. Because when did I get it? It wasn't last year, I lie. It's the 9th of November 2019. So it didn't flower last year, but it's flowered this year, and it grew on that one growth from when he gave it to me. So I have a feeling it didn't do as well as I could have got it to. But, and here we have another maniliform crossed with unicum, and it's called Dendrobium chinsei. I wanted it because it was unicum cross, but the maniliform has taken all of the colour. There's a slight tinge and a slight bit of veining down in that throat, but most of the look, there's no colour. I expect it to have a better peachy colour than that. Just shows what I know, doesn't it? Mr. Prince Charming, Masdevallia Prince Charming, is still in flower. And my one gorgeous flower on Masdevallia Anna Chai is still there. So let's cross to this side, because these are all still in flower. Mr. Cuthbertsonian, still going. I'm just going to repot them with their flowers, because if I wait for the flowers to go, I'll wait forever. And here is a beautiful variegated, one of the Japanese miniature forms of Dendrobium maniliform. This one is Sankanu. Look at that. Gorgeous flower in there. So he's picked up quite nicely. There's two more of the Japanese ones there that are mounded the way of the Neos as well. See if they grow any better like that. We have another one, maniliform, that the flowers are just going over. This one is Dendrobium maniliform Phyllis from Japan, miniature one again. I love these little plants. They are just beginning to settle down and like what I do. It's taken them a couple of years to get going. And that's a good one. Next to Mr. Hibiki is another one. This I bought on a whim. Dendrobium sidenfadenii. Sidenfadenii, which is a synonym for unicum. And I saw it and bought it because I wanted to see if it was. And it was. And it's the first blooming for me, and it's going to be a good show. Way behind the other two. The other two are in the warm house, so this one is in the small house, intermediate house. So it'll take its time, probably just when the others are finishing. Still, they're growing. They're getting longer. They might flower at some point. Who knows? That's Sorlii. This one is Sorlii, and I thought he had... Yeah. He's in no hurry to flower. Those two are still going on. I had to get them down out of the roof because of the sun. This is Taborchii. His is still coming on. Here we have the last flower spike on Frosty Dawn, but if you look down there, she's putting up a sneaky one on the stunted growth. So there will be another one. I can't believe how long hers last for. They last for such a long time. But I'm going to stop here so that I can get on with the sorting next door and get the chaos done out of my greenhouse and have it all in place to start running over the weekend, if I can do enough RO water to put in it. It's a 6-foot long tank and it's got to have quite a lot of water in it. So I shall be a bit busy this weekend because it's a new RO system we've set up as well, so that it does it quicker and I get more, because I'm greedy like that. But quick update. We'll go into more depth with other stuff later. When it's all up, I'll show you the whole system and it'll make my life easier, and you never know, the plants might even start all flowering at the same time. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So I'll love you and leave you. Sorry about the noise. And I'll see you on the next one. So take care, stay safe, bye bye now.